Hey everybody! Okay, so this video is just about my stamp desk because that can go in with all my other little organizational videos. First off, the desk is from bestscrapbookshelf.com. I'm not affiliated with them or anything. I have quite a few of their units and I've been asked quite a few times because in some of my older videos people can see some of the drawers and whatnot and keep asking me where I got them. So yeah, I got this from there about 4 years ago, I think. I can't even remember how long it's been. It's been 4 or 5 years. I got this right when we first moved into this house because I used to have a huge office desk from like Staples or something. It was enormous, one of those great big L-shaped ones. And where I was going to have my desk at the time, that thing wouldn't fit in here to save my life. So I sold that, and then I lucked out because I got this because it went on sale for, it was like 40 or 50% off. Like they had an overstock sale. They do have sales regularly. If you sign up, I think you can just sign up for their email newsletter. I think I got on automatically because I bought things from them before or something, but I get emails quite regular, like 20% off, 30% off, and then yeah, they'll have like overstock sales. But yeah, that's how I got this because it was quite pricey. I think full price average is around $750 or something. The unit itself isn't that bad. It's when you get all the drawers, that's where the price starts to jump because the drawer, like each drawer you buy. But again, totally worth it. This thing can hold a ton. I love this desk. So yeah, it's a really good size. And also I'm filming this because of course my desk looks perfect right now. It's never this clean. That's why I thought I'd film this now while my desk is spotless, because it's not. Normally it's covered in stuff, and I don't think you'll be able to tell in the video, but like this corner is where I do all my filming. Like usually my tripod's like right here. I film all my videos, my carding videos, like in this little like 1 foot square spot. So it's like ink and all that fun stuff. But anyway, so yeah, I've been kind of trying to keep my desk as minimalist as possible on the top because I do make quite a big mess when I'm crafting and all that fun stuff, and it just makes things easier to keep as little on my desk as possible. So for right now, all I've got is, yeah, my big old Martha Stewart craft mat, which I've already done a video on those. I keep my little Tim Holtz mat just slipped underneath. I don't think I've ever done a video on that, but I don't use it too often, but I just keep it there. And then my little Score Buddy, of course, I keep that in the corner. I just got a few random, those stamps I'd shown in my last little Michael's haul video. If I've got brand new stuff that I just got, usually I keep it on my desk where I can see it so I remember to use it. Tape dispenser, stapler, my little sunlight lamp. I got this at Costco years ago, eons ago. Another thing I like to buy a lot of is like task lamps and work lamps, and I'm always looking for the latest and greatest, and usually get them at Costco because they're cheap. My little sewing machine, I don't always keep it on my desk, but lately I have been just because it's more convenient than pulling it out and putting it back all the time. So I've just been keeping it right on my desk because it's easier. Baby wipes for cleaning up, my paper cutter, and then my ATG. So that stuff stays on my desk pretty much all the time amidst all the other chaos I usually have going on there. So now I will lower my little tripod here so I can show you guys what all I have in the drawers. Alrighty, so this is the right hand side of my desk, and on this side I have all 2-inch drawers. When you get units like this, you can choose 1-inch drawers, there's 2-inch drawers, there's 3.5-inch drawers, and they even have little paper shelves, and you can customize them because I'll show you guys, they come out, there's just holes all along the inside, evenly spaced, and then you get the little rails with each drawer and you pop them into wherever you want, so it's all customizable. And then there's stops on each drawer, and on each rail there's little like plastic bumps, so that keeps the drawers from like flying right out. So you just like so. So yeah, I've moved mine around a million times over the past few years, but with my desk I finally kind of got everything set up exactly how I want it, and I just finished kind of semi-reorganizing everything while I clean out my stamp room and all that fun stuff. So anyway, yeah, I've got all the 2-inch drawers. My top drawer is nothing fancy. It's just miscellaneous stuff. My essentials, blending tool, extra score pieces, matte pack, a rag, like, yeah, just miscellaneous. Then I've got all of my Copic, the Spica glitter pens, loose glitter, just kind of random. I don't use a whole lot of loose glitter. Some Flower Soft, again, something I like never use. So yeah, just that. And then all of my wool felt, I've just thrown it in here. So I just keep that there. And then below that I have, these are all embossing powders and Fun Flock, all the Doodlebug Fun Flock, whole variety of embossing powders. Yeah, Doodlebug and Stampin's Fun Flock, that's what those are. So I keep most of them stirred upside down so I can see the colors for when I actually want to use them. And then below that, this drawer is just dimensional adhesive. I always link to Jody's store. That's where I get all of these black ones, the large ones. These ones I got from Stampin' Up, or from All That Scraps. These old ones are from Stampin' Up. But yeah, any foam tape, dimensionals, all that kind of stuff, all in this drawer. And then below that is my regular adhesives like score tape, red line tape. Again, a ton of adhesives from Jody's store, glue dots, all that stuff. And then this drawer is all just larger ink pads, all my black ink pads, which I've already done a video on those as well. And then stays on ink pads, Versamark, ones that I don't really use, but I don't want to just completely throw them out, so I've just kind of kept them there. Random ink refills for these ink pads, a couple of ink sprayers, another thing I never use, but I just keep it. They don't take up that much space, so why not? And then below that, variety of punches. The small ones that won't fit on the racks. I've done a video already on my punch storage. Same with these flat ones. Random shape punches. Most of these are from either Stampin' Up, EK Success, Walmart, etc. So I've got a bunch shoved in there. Oh, and then I just stuck one of those random like drawer liner type things that's supposed to keep stuff from sliding around, because especially with ones like this and you're pulling open the drawer, they'd slide back and forth, but now that it's full, they're not going anywhere anyway. So that's that one. And then below that, my little mini glue gun, glue sticks, my heat tool, craft knife, whatchamacallit. I've shown that in videos as well with cutting out the Easy Mount foam. Sometimes I need to like put it in a case or something. I already stabbed myself this morning when I was putting this in here. So yeah, really sharp. Be careful with those. Just random. This is Pebbles chalk. I had it in another drawer somewhere else in the room and it wouldn't fit anywhere else, so I just put them in there. I don't use them very often, but I don't like getting rid of any sort of coloring type supplies because they'll last forever. So I got those in there. And then finally in the very bottom I just have my paper crimper and my labeler. Okay, now we're on the left side of my desk, and this side I've organized it with all just 1-inch drawers, so there's quite a few. Some I've labeled with my label maker, some I haven't. For the most part, I know where everything is. Just when I'm crafting, I barely even need to look. I just grab the drawer that I'm going for. I've reorganized some of the bottom ones, but this has stayed the same now for a good couple years. I think I've shown the top one before. This is just where I put cardstock scraps when I'm crafting, and then when this gets full, I put them back into their file folders. I've already done a video on how I store my cardstock and scraps. So yeah, that's what the top drawer is. It's just kind of a little catch-all for that sort of stuff. And then the drawer right under that is where I keep all my acrylic blocks, my rock blocks. I keep the ones I use the most right in the very front, just like so. That's that one. And then below that is my sanding blocks, my stamp positioner, again, because I use those regularly. My two stamp scrubbers. I've already done a video on cleaning, how to clean stamps. So, showed those. This is my sponge dauber drawer. Back when I used to be a Stampin' Up! Demo, I literally had a sponge dauber for every single color in their catalog. So that's where all the labels come from. And I've just never bothered, because I still use the Stampin' Up! Inks, but obviously I just grab something. If I'm using purple, I grab whatever one looks purple, it doesn't matter. And then these little inserts, these used to be the old Stampin' Up! Alphabet cases. So I bought a couple at the time and then just cut them down to fit in the drawer, and that way all of my sponge daubers kind of fit randomly neatly. And then I just have the mini stamp scrubber shoved back behind there. So that's that one. And then this drawer is all of my stickles, liquid pearls, and then a few random Tim Holtz paint daubers, which are impossible to get out. Yeah, well, they're not the Adirondack paint daubers. I used those back when I was making like Christmas ornaments and stuff, but otherwise I never use them, so they stay back there. But yeah, all my stickles. So really easy where I can see them and grab them when I need them. Oh, and my glossy accents, I stuck him in there too. So that's that one. And then this drawer is all my Memento little cat's eye shaped or teardrop shaped ink pads, and my big full size one, which I never use because I just use small guys all the time. So that's why I like these little ink pads so much, because I can fit pretty much an entire series of color in one drawer. And then I just stuck these Tim Holtz ones, the few that I've got. I just stuck them along the side. And then below that, like I said, all my old Stampin' Up! Ink spots. These are all the original, well, not original, but the color families from 6 or 7 years ago, something like that. It's been a few years since I've been a demo. And then some of my extra ink refills are in there. And then Pallet Ink Pads, same thing, just the little cubes. I never use them ever, but they're still good to go, like, because they've hardly been used. They haven't dried out or anything, so I don't want to throw them out just yet or give them away when, yeah. And my big thing with them is they smell funny. I don't know what it is. This is a total random rant here, but yeah, because it's a hybrid ink and it's a weird formula. Like, and my big thing too is like all the labels I made for them to like put the names on them, because they didn't come with names on them anywhere. It like ate away the wording, so you can't even read it. It's weird. Like, Palette ink is just different. I really like Stuart Superior. They make fabulous products, but this ink, I don't know if it's changed, because these ink pads are 5 years old roughly, something like that, 5 or 6 years old, so who knows. But anyway, I've just kept them. And then below that I've got my Brilliance and my Versa Magic teardrop ink pads. I used them recently. I used a couple of them on a card, and I had said in the video how I was surprised that they were still able to stamp with them, because these are really old too. So some of them work, some of them not so much, but again, they only take up one little drawer, so I keep them. So then below that I've got my whole drawer of Stampin' Up! Ink refills. Again, used to be a demo, so I was able to kind of build up the entire collection before I quit. And then empty drawer below that. And then below that I have, this is my watercolor drawer basically. I have my Stampin' Up! Watercolor crayons. Again, this was back when they sold them as a full set. So I've got that, the neutrals. Then I have some Prismacolor watercolor pencils. And then a set of the, is it Stadler, however you pronounce it. Their little set of watercolor crayons, just a primary set. So stuck those in there. This fits just perfectly. And then just a random little plastic palette. And then below that, these are my Peerless Watercolors. I haven't shown these in a video at all. I'm not even sure where you can get them anymore. I got mine from Stampin' Bella when they released them a few years ago. But yeah, they're really different. I could do a video on them, but I just don't know where I would link to purchase them, because they're really neat. And that's why I haven't used them in such a long time, because I don't like showing things that are so different like this. But anyway, so yeah, I've got quite a few packs of those. My ridiculously old pack of Stampin' pastels from Stampin' Up! That's like one of the first coloring mediums I bought when I first started stamping. So this is like 10 plus years old. And then I've got some Lumiere type shimmery watercolors. These are from Yasutomo. Yeah. So those will fit nicely in a drawer. So yeah, below that I've got my brads. These inserts also come from the same company. They're made obviously to fit their shelves. These are the 1-inch inserts, and then they have 2-inch inserts for the deeper drawers, etc., etc. So what I did is I'd shown a video already on how I was storing my brad in those little IKEA spice jars, And I decided to cut down on my visual clutter and shelves and all that stuff because I'm trying to conserve space. So instead, I dumped them all into one of these. So all those jars I was able to fit and just organize them same way by color, you know, black, gray, white, brown, yellow, blah, 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 kind of like a rainbow. Yeah. And this way I'll actually probably use them more because they're right beside me, so I don't have to get up and grab a jar or whatever. So I did that. And then below that is just another insert with just random embellishments. Yeah, completely random, like jumbo brads or jumbo eyelets and baubles, etc., etc. And with these, you can just easily pull them out. So one thing to note, if you ever get units like this or are planning to or anything else, when you have inserts like this full of little tiny embellishments, if you want to pull the entire drawer out, take the insert out first. Like, take it out, set it aside, because when you go to pull the drawer out and get it past the stoppers, that shaking motion will make that whole tray shake as well, and they're gonna be mixed up. I've done it so many times, it's not even funny. And yeah, just the other day when I was cleaning everything out, I had a huge mess to kind of clean up. So, and same thing with putting it back in. Keep the insert out, because you gotta kind of hit it pretty hard to get it past those stoppers. And same thing, when you do that, they're gonna go everywhere. Huge mess. So just a little FYI for everybody. And then yeah, once it's back in, just slip them in and you're good to go. So I did that. And the next two drawers are empty. I'm contemplating organizing all my buttons because I've got my great big button jar. I just haven't really felt like going through that whole process of organizing by color and then doing the same things as I did with the brads and having them all organized by color. I will eventually, I just haven't been in the mood. So anyway, below that is my Colossal. I don't think they even make this anymore. Yeah, all my plastic template, the cutter, etc. This is old, like 10 years old. Some of my old envelope templates, these were from Stampin' Up as well. I never use these. I don't even know why they're still in here, but again, it takes up a little tiny drawer, so I just don't bother. Like, why not? And then below that, finally, this is my drawer of self-adhesive rhinestones, pearls, etc., etc. Yeah, I just throw them all in there, and when I want one for a card, I just grab a package and go from there. And then below that is just miscellaneous embellishments, clear shapes, micro beads, mini seashells, all kinds of stuff. That's just random. So yeah. So, and of course I've got my little garbage can. I just keep that under my desk. Just nothing special, just a Sterilite or whatever brand from like Walmart, whatever. So that is my desk. If I hopefully remember when I'm editing everything, I'll post links to the random videos I was talking about, like my ink comparisons and brad storage and etc., etc., etc. Yeah, it's just a matter of me remembering all of that. So also, I'll post a link below to the Best Scrapbook Shelf site. Like I said, I'm not affiliated with them. But yeah, I love my desk. It is so solid. We've moved it 2 or 3 times since we've moved into this house. Like, I had it downstairs, then we moved it upstairs, we moved it back down, moved it into this room, etc. The easiest thing though to do when moving this desk is I take all the drawers out of it because it gets heavy when it's full. Even though it's very sturdy, trying to move this thing even with 2 adults is quite difficult, but once you take the drawers out of it, it's still got some weight to it, but it's really easy to move. Last but not least, this is the back of the desk, and these are my stackable units. These are what everyone keeps asking about in some of my older videos, because in my old room I had all those 3 units against a wall and I was sitting on the floor so you could see them all behind me. I've never done a video on them before, mostly because they've just been a random mess. I'll do a separate video on these because this video is getting way too long. It's going to take me forever to upload this thing. But they do not come with the desk. Like, the desk itself, and of course the floor is filthy underneath, is just the desk, and then you can get the drawers. So it comes like that, but it's built purposely to fit these units underneath, which is awesome because again, you can store so much stuff in this space with these units. Like, that's what I love about it, and that's why I got the desk, because I already had the 3 units, and then I got the desk. So they fit, they slide underneath perfectly, and you're actually left with a little bit of space, which is kind of irritating, but whatever, you know, just my OCD. But yeah, they fit just like that. So yeah, I'll talk about those units. I'll do just a separate video on just those. And yeah, I hope this gave you guys some ideas and just showed you how I'm using my desk. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.